What's up, Cancer? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting May 12th, 2025. My crabs, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. Definitely appreciate you. The deck that I am using will be listed in the description box as always. Just to give you a heads up, the deck that I am using has words written at the bottom, 3 words to each card here. So if the words or the messages relate to you, then by all means you can use that energy, but I'm always going to give you my spin, not intentionally reading reversals. And we're just going to shuffle and cleanse the deck from Dawn Gemini's messages for the week, and we're going to begin the energies for Cancer. What is the potential energy for my crabs this week? What is coming up? We have to look forward to energies for Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's give it a cut, and then we'll begin your messages. And we're going to start off with the first card for you, and we have the Major Arcana, the World card. Okay, so the World card is always about chapters ending, new chapters about to begin. Also represents opportunities that could be coming towards you, so always be on the lookout for anything opportunistic that may happen or occur for you this week. 3 words written at the bottom says accomplishment, celebration, and completion, right? Also, the world card I read that, represents all relationships as well. Following that, now we have the Ace of Air. Now, this Ace of Air has been showing up for all the readings so far, so it must be something important. Ace of Air, Ace of Swords is always about having, first and foremost, you can apply victory and success to anything that you got going on for you this week, Cancer. Also, gaining some sort of clarity, insight, whether it's something specific or non-specific around you. The 3 words written at the bottom is inspiration, communication, as well as adjustments. Okay, so that is the Ace of Air, first actions and first moves. Following that, we have the 3 of Air. Okay, so Cancer, now we have the 3 of Swords here. All right, I will clarify this 3 of Swords here, but the typical meanings for the 3 of Swords is always some sort of 3 words at the bottom: sorrow, forgiveness, and or healing. Now, the other meanings here for the 3 of Swords could just simply mean heartache, grief, separation from anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be from employment, retirement. It could also be, of course, the standard meanings, a third party in play when it comes to romance, 3 conflicting energies that are in association with family members, friends, romantic partners. Could be for the crab that I'm reading for that's already in a romantic partnership, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you and your partner. Pet loss, pet gets away, the family is left grieving. Some sort of healing that needs to take place. Pending divorces. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to reshuffle the deck. I'm just going to take the next card off the top of the deck after I shuffled it initially for you, just to see what we come up with. I did this for Gemini, and I was able to clarify their card for them. They had the 9 of Swords, so now we have the 3 of Swords. So why did the 3 of Swords show up here? What's going on? All right, and renewal. Okay, so renewal. That's interesting. The renewal would be a judgment. Cards here written at the bottom: reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. So anyway, see if I can piece this together. All right, so what's hidden in the dark comes to the light. That's normally, you always, how I do it anyway, Cancer. You read the positive first, and if that's the card of clarification, then you match it up with the card of like the 3 of Swords, the card that you want to clarify. So I feel that the 3 of Swords is here because in throwing or drawing the renewal cards, there's something going on here with I feel this, and I may be reading it wrong, but I feel that it could be information that is still being, withheld from you. remember, what's hidden in the dark comes to the light, and this usually by itself would bring that energy up, things that you discover about yourself. So there may be some things that is going on specific about a relationship that you are still in the dark about, um, that you're not really sure of, and there may be moments of reflection that could be causing the three of hearts. I'm sorry, I said three of hearts, three of swords, pain and conflicting energy. Maybe the Three of Swords is coming forward for some cancers who are having some sort of difficult time in terms of evaluating their own energies with regards to, could be, relationship specific, but it could be something else. But there could be three things that are going on. There may be some sort of trouble here in terms of trying to reinitiate or initialize something when it comes to having to deal with a rebirth of something. See, normally when a rebirth happens, that means something old has to leave. So maybe there's some sort of um, energy here that's still residual with some crabs that I'm reading for, specific about a relationship that you have yet to let or release and let go to enjoy and allow a rebirth to take place. So there could be some, and it could be that it was a breakup or something like that, and that may happen a while ago, could have happened, just recently or whatnot, but there could be something that you're holding on to that's creating some sort of pain. Maybe it's, anything related to the whole trust issue thing, not trusting the person, being deceived by the person, or again, the third party in play that came in and you found out about it. Or it could be that, since it's still hidden, could be something that's still hidden from you that you're not even aware of it, but you know that there's something going on that you can't seem to grasp or put a handle on. All right, so that's what I'm coming up for, is in terms of the clarification of the Three of Swords. Now, when I say Cancer, it may not be something that's written in stone. I just give you my best impressions. All right. All right. Following that, now we have the High Priestess. High Priestess is all about, Major Arcana is all about having to trust your intuition, Cancer. Intuition is one of the three words written at the bottom: wisdom and also patience. So patience always comes through because that's the advice from the High Priestess. If you're dealing with any, situation, they're just asking you to be a little bit more patient with that energy, whatever that is. Opposites attract. You have to trust your gut instincts, though, and following through, making sure that, any actions or decisions that you're about to undergo, that you're doing the best things for yourself, Cancer. You may also, too, this could be connected to this whole clarification of the Three of Swords, shielding secrets, something, either you're keeping secrets from someone or someone's keeping secrets from you. Okay, and you have yet to find out about this energy. All right, but most importantly, trust your intuition, Cancer. Following the High Priestess here, we have the Emperor, Major Arcana, the Emperor here. All right, so this is you having to, be able to be in control of your energies this week in spite of any Three of Swords. You have to keep in mind that the major arcanas, this is why I always tell you that the major arcanas definitely will play out in terms of some sort of energy for you. Not so much the minors, but then don't disregard the minors totally. And so you have three major arcanas here. We're not going to count this one here because that's, part of the clarifying of the Three of Swords. But inside, excuse me, in spite of that, you have the World card, the High Priestess, and the Emperor. So this is about you staying in control, being in control, Cancer, of your own energies, not in any forms of manipulation or controlling others. There may be some crabs that I'm reading for who either have some sort of court dealings this week. It does mirror over here to the Three of Swords, just to throw that in there when we're talking about any types of divorces. But also, you could be working in the capacity of the court. Three words written at the bottom for you, Cancer, is organization, leadership, as well as structure. And I always say this is a card that always represents authority and leadership. So you could be promoted, Cancer, in terms of your employment. You also could be asked to lead over others in some fashion. The character here, of course, will always represent a father figure for me. He's now over in the spirit world, but he may have had some sort of connections with the court system, a lawyer, could have been a judge, could have been a police officer, or served some sort of time in the army or military. Following that, now we have the Ten of Fire. Ten of Fire here is one of my busy bees. Now, I just said in Taurus's video that, you can see the person here, and you can use the words at the bottom if it applies to your situation: overworked, stressed, imbalanced. All right, so she got a lot on her plate there, but I always read the Ten of Wands as energy to come along to assist you in terms of having to, do these dishes or, do the laundry, and then just having to complete all of that, because the Ten of Wands is fire energy, is coming in to help you so that you don't have any types of burnout when it comes to completing any types of work that is either scheduled, Cancer, on your plate this week or not. Following that, we have the Eight of Fire. Eight of Fire is what I regard as something rapidly coming in. Cancer, that may put a smile on your face. Okay, so this is also to my card of communication, equal number of wands, so effective communication. So whatever it is that you need to express this week to others will be well received. Any communications coming to you from others will be well received by you. The three words written at the bottom is speed, activity, as well as multitasking. So the good news could come to you, Cancer, through any forms of a phone call and receiving something in the mail. It could be through a text message, because I always get texting with the Eight of Wands. Some of my crabs may be traveling this week, and if you are, Cancer, you're going to be safe to and from. Up next now is the Eight of Air. So now we have the Eight of Air that sits underneath the Three of Swords. All right, so self-doubt, confusion, and free will are the card. Are the words that's written underneath the card. Feeling like you're trapped, immobilized, can't make a decision. Maybe have something going on in terms of building up anxiety, fears, or tension related to something specific. It could be, again, connected to the Three of Swords, as well as the clarifying energy of the renewal card, Judgment. All right, so the trick side here to the Eight of Swords, Cancer, that I always remind you of is not to fall into thinking about things, getting yourself all built up, overthinking, tensing yourself up over something that has not happened or will not ever happen. Okay. And if it does, it never seems to turn out the way that you may have compiled it in your mind, because you've, ruminated that energy through your mind and came to possibly an end result. And then if it does happen, it's like nowhere near what you were thinking about in terms of putting it together in your mind. So be careful not to allow yourself to play with that type of energy. Of course, if you're dealing with the Eight of Swords energy in terms of having to deal with overthinking, stress, tension, nervousness, then deal with it, alleviate some of the conflicts that you may be having to feel, much better. If you don't do anything about it, then it just leads to the Nine of Swords energies, which is much worse. Also, too, I read the Eight of Swords as a break in communication, and that break in communication could take place with family members, friends, or romantic partners. Following the Eight of Swords, and it's not necessary for me to throw a clarifier on the Eight of Swords. Four of Earth is the Four of Pentacles. So frugalness, extravagance, and control is written at the bottom. Again, the number 44 may be significant or connects or some sort of connection to you, Cancer, this week. Could be a small pay raise. All right, saving up for something greater, but there could be a releasing of some type of energy around you, Cancer, that you need to let go because you're holding on to it too tight or securely, and it needs to breathe, whatever the energy may be. Following the Four of Pentacles here, we have the Six of Air, Six of Swords. Six of Swords is usually regarded as positive movement. Anything that you may have dealt with on the negative end, it mirrors over here to the Eight of Swords, so it could be connected to that, or it could be connected to the Three of Swords energy. That energy is moving away from you. Eventually, things are calming down, smooth sailing, smooth passages. I read the Six of Air as someone could be considering seriously about see the three words written on the bottom is one of the words that I'm about to say, moving or relocating to a different area, whether or not that has any involvement of purchases of any properties or, land. But the words here are relief, hope, and moving on. Again, like the Eight of Wands here, if my crabs are traveling this week for any means, could be vacation, work related matters, or whatever, you're going to be safe to and from. Additional messages here for you, Cancer. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so one of my big financial cards here, excuse me, and the three words written at the bottom, of course, is prosperity, security, and tradition. This Ten of Pentacles being one of my big money cards could be for any crab who this week may get some sort of promotion, substantial bonus money, pay raises, could be in the form of inheritances from, next of kin or whatever, right? Feeling definitely abundant. If it's for those risk-taking crabs that like to do the casino runs, play the lottery, scratch-offs, hey, there you go. Just play responsibly. My local area here, someone bought a $10 scratch-off and won $1,000,000. I'm like, okay, why the hell can't that be me? Anyway, yeah, that was locally here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, well, I'm happy for them. But this is you feeling abundant, okay? So normally when the Ten of Pentacles is in your spread, Cancer, that could be any types of, money coming in from expected or known sources or unexpected sources. Following the Ten of Pentacles here now, we have the Two of Water, Two of Cups. Three words written at the bottom is partnership, commitment, reconciliation. If they're useful in terms of messages towards your energies, then by all means. I read the Two of Cups as for those Cancers who are already engaged in partnerships, you're already enjoying each other's company, seeing eye to eye with one another, definitely being on the same page, sharing like-minded ideas, spending good quality time. Also, the Two of Water could be for any Cancer who is single, invited out on a date for the first time. The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups also has the ability to formulate and bring together romantic partnerships. All right, so following that here, and the last card is the Queen of Fire. Queen of Fire is very focused on something, Cancer. You have to put yourself in her energies this week in terms of whatever it is that you're um, intense about or becoming very strong and passionate about, coming across or right after the Two of Cups. So it could be a relationship for anyone, it could be money for anyone. You're drawing that energy towards you, or it's coming toward, it's moving towards you, or you're moving towards it. So she already grabs or goes after whatever she's focused on. So you have to place yourself in her shoes, and that would be you, Cancer. Also, the Queen of Fire would also bring in a burst of energy for any crab out there who is creative and artistic and help you along your creative pursuit. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Cancer. Just remember, as always, it's me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please, again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Definitely appreciate that. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me. Have a safe, great week ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.